Yes, this is the third video that you have seen me wear this same hoodie. I'm batching out my videos because this is the only time I have to make my videos today. So right now, and I'm not doing a wardrobe change. I'm not doing it. I'm not being fakey McFakester. I'm gonna go change my shirt for the sake of the camera and sake of the video. I don't think so. Plus, this is really cozy. I got it from the men's section for $2 from Macy's. Score! Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Alright, you guys, let's... Alright, I'm gonna pull it together. What's up, you guys? It's Erica with Poopin's Poopin Scoopin, and welcome back to my channel. Alright, in this video, we're going to talk about scooping in the winter. Can you scoop in the winter? Should you scoop in the winter? Dun dun dun. So if you're interested in hearing about that, stay tuned. Alright, before I get this video started, I just want to let you guys know that I am located in Michigan. So what does that mean? We have harsh winters. If you're located on the other side of the United States, such as California, Nevada, Texas, y'all don't get snow, so this might not be relevant to you, but I figured I would still touch on it because I had a subscriber named John that sent me an email with a ton of questions in it, so I decided to make a video to respond back to it because sometimes I feel like my video responses are much better than my written responses. So here we go. Alright, so in Michigan, from what Google says, because I had to Google this, it says we get on average about 10 snow events per year. Now, I've never really paid attention to it because I worked at the hospital, so it didn't matter if it snowed or not. We still had to get our butts in there. But now that I work outside and we have started offering snow removal, I'm trying to get a little bit better of paying attention to the weather and the snow events because I need to be better educated in that. But I didn't take the time to open up my laptop to look to see how many events we actually had last year. But Google said we get on average of 10. So now the question is, do we still scoop in the winter? Yeah. Heck yeah, we do. We gotta scoop in the winter. How else are we gonna make some money? Now, how do we do this, you might ask? We do it the same way that we would scoop through the summer and through the spring. It's just a little bit different. Obviously, you're gonna have to dress for the weather because it's gonna be really cold. You're gonna wanna make sure that you have really good insulated snow boots because you're gonna be tramping through the snow. You know, just dress for the weather. That's the reality of it all with the way that you dress. So if there's no actual snow, you can just scoop as normal. Sometimes the poop piles will be frozen down to the ground, so you might have to kick them a little bit with your boot. Try not to break your toe. Sometimes they'll fly across the yard. The areas where the dogs go poop sometimes do change. They change their areas. Sometimes small dogs don't actually want to go into the snowy yard because the snow is higher than them, or they don't want to get their paws cold. So this is the time where a lot of dogs will start pooping on the decks and patios. So you're going to want to make sure that you check those areas as well, because that does happen more frequently in the colder months. Now, what happens if there's an active snowfall? So say, for instance, you wake up and you're like, what a beautiful morning. I'm going to go scoop today. And you look out the window and the snow's coming down. It's so beautiful. And it's just starting to graze the grass, and you're like, ugh, is today gonna be a snow day? Is today not gonna be a snow day? What I typically like to do is I like to get out there right away. If I know that there's gonna be some snowfall, I like to get out there and get as much poop as possible. So if I do have to reschedule the day, then it's only a half a day. So it's up to you if you want to call it, if you don't want to call it. If you reschedule it, you just reschedule it for another day if you have wiggle room in your schedule. If I have to reschedule a scoop, then I still charge. But if I fully cancel a scoop and I just go the following week, then I don't charge them. Because I'm not going to charge the customer for a scoop that I canceled. I don't ever try to just cancel a full-on scoop. One, because I want my money. And two, I don't ever want my customer to be like, oh, well, they're already missing too many scoops. I'm just going to cancel and start back up with them in the spring. I don't want that because I want that winter money. So it is very, very rare that I will fully cancel a scoop. They're usually always rescheduled. So what happens when a customer asks me if we still scoop in the winter and how that works? This is basically how I describe it to them. I would love to keep servicing your property through the winter. Yes, there might be some weeks where there's a heavy snowfall and I might not be able to get up all the waste, but the benefit with that is when there's a thaw, I'll be able to get all that waste up. I've already been taking care of that for you, so I completely waive my spring clean fee. And my customers that are on with me are my priority, so I make sure that I take care of you before I take care of any other calls or new accounts that come on, because you are my priority. I don't say it exactly like that, but that's kind of like the gist of it. And they're like, okay, perfect. I won't have to pay that, $80 clean or deal with the mess. They don't even have to think about that because they're literally going to be taken care of. So that's kind of how I word that. And if they're like, okay, well, I think I'm just going to fall off, then I'll come back. I come back into the, in the spring or whatever. If they do that, then there's no guarantees that they're going to get back onto my schedule. I mean, I would like to think I'd be able to put them onto my schedule, but there's no guarantees. And then if they decide that they do want to fall off, I always let them know, like I completely understand. I'll put you on the suspended list for winter. But if you change your mind and you want to come back on, just reach out to me and I will do my best to try to get you back onto the schedule if we have availabilities. And that's kind of how I let them know that if they fall off, there's the potential that they won't be able to get back onto my schedule. And a lot of times, we provide really good service. And we are so good to our customers. So a lot of times they want to stick with us. So they don't want to take the chance of falling off. So they stay on, which is wonderful. And I'm totally flattered because I love my customers. Now I do know some other scoopers that offer snow removal and salt removal. We offer that with our company, but it's not the poop scooping company that offers it. It is the other side of the business, which is like the tree removal and the snow removal. You can offer this, say for instance, if you want to bring in some extra money or if you don't have a lot of customers, you can definitely offer this service. I have another pooper scooper friend, his name is Jamie, and he actually is the owner of Turd Burglar. He offers snow removal and he does it with a snowblower. But he only does it for his customers that he has, that he services. He doesn't take on any new accounts. I know that it's quite hard to do that. You're gonna work very long days and nights. So if you have somebody to help you, this might be a good opportunity, but that's just something you have to figure out. But one thing that you do need to check into is you need to check with your business insurance and make sure that you have the proper coverage for snow removal, because at the end of the day, you are held liable if somebody falls. If you are the one that is maintaining the driveway or the sidewalk with a snowblower, or you use a shovel and you're the one that removes it and somebody falls, you could be liable for that. Or if you are the one that decides to lay salt down when you go scoop their yard because they asked you to, if somebody gets hurt, you could be held liable. So if I were you, I would just check with your business insurance and make sure that you have the proper coverage. So if anything does happen, your butt is covered. But I do think that offering snow removal is an excellent way to add income to your business. All right, you guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I think this one's getting pretty long. It's looking like I'm already at 16 minutes. Let's see what I can edit it down. If you guys like this video and it brought you some value, smash that thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, well, there's a button for that as well, but don't do that. Smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, come on now. What are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't hit the little notification bell that lets you know when I upload videos, that's a mouthful, you can do that as well. And I really, truly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching my videos. So until next time,